Hi.
Hello.
Welcome
Back
to
another
episode
of
Deep
Thoughts,
Whiskey.
Shots.
As
Always
I'm
your
host,
the
Manila
Gorilla
Albino
Rhino.
King
I don't know.
Kong Jr.
Kong Jr. Yes.
All right. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of 2000. That actually flowed well for no practice.
For a little bit. Yeah, that was on the fly.
That was the bro nieces. You wish you had that, but we do. That's right. It's as always for another episode. Your host. We already did it, and as always, my co-host, my other mind partner.
Hello, it's me, the degenerate extraordinaire, Blade. I'm here.
That's right.
Degenerating, as I always do.
That was actually pretty good. I was hoping you would catch on to what I was trying to do there, and you did perfectly. I loved it. Oh,
do I do it with my penis? That's what I was thinking. Really.
Well, here's something.
The only hesitation I had.
Here's something you could do with your penis. Go ahead and give them a men's health tip for the month. We'll just go ahead and start out. So our Degenerate Extraordinaire's got a new segment. This is your Degenerate Men's Health Tip of the month. Go ahead, Blade.
Okay, so if you men out there, yes, you, masturbate and ejaculate at least 21 times a month, you have a 20% less chance to contract prostate cancer.
Yeah. I lost it halfway there with my little sign language. But
very true.
The point is, so go out there and start blasting off, men. Make sure you survive.
And as the Degenerate Extraordinaire, I'll let you know, I at least have got two of you guys out there. Like, man.
It's got you covered.
That's a lot over here. It's a lot. Yeah. There's a reason why I'm so skinny.
Yeah, no. He loses everything.
Dehydration.
He's a motherfucker.
Electrolytes and orange juice.
It helps for sure. Oh, man, yeah. So there's your men's health tip of the month, So we just want to make sure that you men are all blasting off and surviving. And this is a chance for a partner sponsorship ad. Insert name. That could have been you, Blue Chew, or somebody.
Yeah, that could have been you.
See how we could have done that? We're pros. Why don't we have our background going?
Oh, you're
right. We're so anti-pro.
Uh-oh.
We're so anti-pro. Ignore that part, Blue Chew. Just sign us to a deal. All right, anyways, regardless. All right, so.
There we go.
All right, so that bullshit aside, let's talk about some other bullshit. All right. We're both comic book fans, right?
Yes.
And just the general nerd media. We're both kind of in the general nerd space of things that we both like, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, my opinion, and it don't have to be yours too, but my personal opinion, the most bullshit comic book character of all time is Batman.
For a human, yes.
Yeah, and that's my exact point. Why is Batman got to be so fucking OP'd to the point of, I was reading this thing where it was kind of discussing some of the hidden known abilities of Batman and shit like that. And of course, there's no abilities. It's not like he's a metahuman or anything like that. He's just a trained individual, right? Like, that's basically what we're talking about, a trained individual with money.
But to answer your first question, it's because he's Batman, bro.
That's up prep time. Like, you can take anybody.
That's the answer. That's just the answer. It's because he's Batman.
I just feel like, but he's one of those positions where it's not like, okay, like Peter Parker is a photographer, but he's still broke or whatever, so he can't really use his powers to kind of get a good career or whatever. It's like, dude, you literally got everything. Like, you're fucking the most wealthy motherfucker of all goddamn time, at least in Gotham, right? Super jacked and, trained by assassins and every kind of martial art and everything else. Apparently classically trained in book knowledge and this and that. The world could be the world's greatest detective. Could solve the Black Dahlia murders if you really wanted to.
Is the greatest detective. That's important.
And he even was able to train a bat family to also be world's greatest detectives when they were nobodies and nothings.
World's second best detective.
Detectives.
Yeah, detectives.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, okay, so just the amount of BS. And if there is ever a character that was designed for plot armor, right, it's Batman. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
You look at the superhumans on steroids that break his back. The motherfucker knows how to do chiropractic shit to realign his back, and then fixes himself up within like a few days.
I think it was the Lazarus Pit.
Okay. The fact he crawled to the Lazarus Pit with a broken back, Blade, whatever.
I'm sure there's more to it.
I'm sure there is. I
saw the flash.
Yeah, I did too. It was quick as a flash. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to it in the comic verse, but all I know is that his back was snapped. His back was snapped.
That's true.
And then somehow he made it, okay? And whether it's the Christian Bale fucking, Dark Knight where he somehow magically crawls into a bed, or say put him in a bed and then he takes his sheets and blanket and like straps himself, and then like he pulls himself and he realigns himself. Like, okay, buddy,
nice.
And this is all in a few days. Like a broken back in a few days. Like,
yeah,
come on, man.
It wasn't completely broken. It was just, slipped disc. He Mr. Incredible because he's Batman.
All right, well, whatever. This man's tanked punches from Superman, a guy who could break the earth, and then their plot armor is like, well, Superman never hit him more than 1%. And it's like, oh, okay, but you still had Batman win. But anytime he could have, if he wanted to, whatever.
Honestly, as long as Batman wants to, he can.
No, Superman could have.
Oh, Superman's different.
It's true.
Which Superman we talking about? Like the classic good boy one?
Yeah, see,
we're talking Injustice, because Injustice 1 would do that shit.
That's true. Injustice 1 would have definitely snapped him. That's true.
He killed a kid.
He did kill a kid. And the Joker.
That too.
He did that. Yeah,
Hell yeah, he did.
That's true. But no, so here's the one that irritated me the most. So it was I'm not sure what. It was the Brainiac one, right? So it's Batman versus Brainiac, and they're the Brainiac versus Justice League, where he hacks into the whole what do you call it, the anti-Justice League protection measures, and figures out how to beat them all and this and that.
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
the whole fail-safe stuff.
Yeah. And then
not fail-safe, I don't think.
I think it might have been. I don't know. But it was like he basically had his whole plan for if Justice League went rogue, what to do to each person. And Brainiac or whoever it was coming from the galaxy hacked into that information, knew how to beat all the whatever. And they're like, why did you do that? He's like, just in case. And it's like, that's a shitty reason. Like, just in case. I'm always prepared. I'm fucking Batman. Don't you know in the 60s I had bat repellent spray when I was hanging from a helicopter? That's the level of bullshit I hate.
I'm the developer of shark repellent. Don't you know?
Yeah, shark repellent and an aerosol. So you mean to tell me you're underwater aerosol?
Yes. It's powerful.
We want hell of a fucking aerosol spray, bro. Like, that's
powerful. It's bat technology.
So like,
what do you know about bat technology?
Not a damn thing, apparently, because it's apparently. Well, the one that got me the most is like, all right, so Brainiac's supposed to be able to hack into your brain and override your brain signals and this and that and control your mind. As like Batman's like, I was trained in Tibet by monks.
Yep.
It's like, so my meta superpower that literally overrides your brainwaves of gods and other demigods, superhumans. You were trained in Tibet in the mountains by monks, and you can override me?
Yeah. You underestimate the power of mysticism.
I apparently do, because that's not the only time. There was times like, what's it called?
And how much time did Batman have to prep?
None. It was right then and there. That's true. Technically. He was always prepped. He's
always been prepped.
He's like that little goat in Hoodwinked. I don't know. Have you ever seen Hoodwinked?
No.
Oh, there's like a little goat, and his whole thing is he's like a nervous goat, but his whole thing is be prepared.
Oh.
So it was like there was a joke. It's like, who would win in a prep battle between this little goat and Batman? Because the goat has like a million different forms of horns. He's like, I got horns to cook meat. I got horns for this. I got horns for that. So he's like,
Swiss Army goat.
Pretty much like his mountain explodes, and he's like, oh no, we killed the goat. And then you just see his horns. He's like, I came prepared, and he flies off as a helicopter.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Yeah, so that's one of those movies I think a lot of people forgot. Hoodwinked. If you ain't seen it, check it out. There's little scenes and it's hilarious. It's got a fucking Paul Bunyan dude that chops trees down in one swing, and then he accidentally kicks in the door to the big bad wolf, who's actually a detective that's trying to figure out who's stealing people's sweets, and Red Riding Hood's a sweet treat dealer. It's a whole movie. It's a whole thing.
Oh, that sounds great.
It's a lot. It is like before 3D animation was perfected, so it's real
blocky.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Awesome.
But it's fucking hilarious. Like the Paul Bunyan guy sells wiener schnitzels at the back of a van, but he's trying to be an actor for a Paul Bunyan toe cream. Antifungal toe cream thing.
He's the John Madden of that world. Tough actin to Nactin.
Oh yeah, the way they changed the big bad wolf
kills your bacteria in one swing.
Nice.
Yeah, see.
What's it called? They make the big bad wolf like he's an investigative journalist or reporter. So like the whole thing is he's not trying to kill Red Riding Hood or the granny. He's trying to figure out who's been stealing everybody's recipes and selling their cakes for discounted prices. So it's like this ridiculous thing. And like Granny's a badass ninja slave. Like not slave. What the fuck was I thinking? She's like a ninja
slave.
Ninja badass. Like, what was I fucking thinking? I don't know. She's like an Olympic skier. I don't know where I couldn't put Olympics. How the fuck did I combine Olympic and skier? Whatever. She's like an Olympic skier, like super athlete, like super spy. Like, dude, she has an incredible.
Grandma's got a past.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like the way they introduce Grandma is like Grandma, where are you? I'm coming to visit you. She's like, oh, I'm busy. Don't come today. And it seems like she's. Yeah, like she's literally, and then you cut to the grandma's part of the story. So like it gives you all the pieces of the story, and then it combines it. So it's kind of cool. Like you see, if you look at the Red Riding Hood, it's like the big bad wolf is just trying to hunt her. But then you go to his story.
Tarantino made a children's movie.
Actually, like that's a good way to put it.
The way you're describing it feels that way.
That's actually a good way to put it.
There's a big bad wolf who's a detective, and he's looking for sweets, and Red Riding Hood's the bad guy.
But she's actually not a bad guy.
And there's different forms of like thing. Now all you're missing is just a foot shot, and it's perfect. Says Quentin Tarantino.
As he sucks on foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, like that's actually a good way. It's a Quentin Tarantino, yeah, and they cut in everybody's pieces so the story combines. But like Granny's whole thing, she's like bored of baking pies and being a world class baker, so she joins like an extreme Olympic sport team. It's like her and these young kids, and she's like, "I'm about to shred this snow, dog," and she's like an Olympic snowboarder type shit.
Okay, I gotta watch this movie. It seems fun.
Oh my god, dude, it's crazy because then like she's being hunted by Russian spies, like and so like why she's like I'm kind of busy, and then you hear her go yeah, and then it hangs up. So the Red Riding Hood story's like, what the fuck's going on? On the grandma's side, she turns around, they're shooting guns, and she's just like,
Max Payne slow motion.
Oh, she ain't even shooting. She's just on the snowboard, spinning in air, dodging bullets, and then hits the snow. It takes off. It's like
Grandma's bad about it.
Oh, there's a part where she's like karate kicks him, like giving the hands. It's crazy. Yeah. But no, back to Batman being full of shit. Yeah, that fucking prepared goat threw me off. Yeah, I used to sing that song to my brother because he has a whole little song as a be prepared. It's fucking funny as shit. But yeah, so anyways, are you for or anti-Batman? Go.
I'm for Batman.
I hate you.
I love Batman, bro.
Next topic. I fucking
Batman's
hate you.
Batman's great because I like him because he's vanilla guy and exactly that OP shit. I love that. And like the Tibetan mind you were telling me about that. Yeah. I didn't know that personally about Batman, and that shit was like, yeah, that seems like some shit Batman would do.
I think another one was like Poison Ivy, who can control anybody with her pheromone plants or whatever. He's like, sorry, my Tibetan mind doesn't let me get horny. It's like, okay, like all right, good, Batman.
That's the training, bro. He's got complete control.
Yeah, no wonder all them bitches love him so much. He's just like, I'll tell you when I come.
Exactly.
Now.
Exactly. And he's peak physical performance.
Batcom.
And he's also the Batman.
Do you think he could shoot it like the Batarang? Like a rabbit from 50 yards?
Pretty sure.
Perfect aim. I bounced it off 2 mirrors and now you're pregnant.
He's the master of the pullout game. There's a technique for that.
See, like if I'm gonna, yeah, for last second, absolute last second, super dodge.
And he's had prep time, so you know.
You got 3 condoms.
Somehow, some way, he'll not make that happen.
Batman with prep time before sex is 4 condoms.
Yeah.
And spermicidal lube.
Strategically placed in places.
Yeah. So it doesn't actually feel like it, but at the same time, it's working, you know?
Yeah,
it's working.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's got some kind of Alfred technology where it's like an infrared condom, but it still works like one. So he doesn't actually. Condom. It doesn't even feel like it, but it's just a light coming from a certain area. So as long as it hits his penis. Exactly.
What was that? Nothing.
Nothing. Why do I feel like I'm getting cancer of the shut up?
Maybe.
I have a pill for that. Don't worry. I had prep time.
We have prep time.
Like it's like if I want a generic dude, give me Tony Stark. Like I mean, at least he gets handled. You know what I mean? Like that's my problem. My Batman never gets fucking handled. It doesn't.
He does. Every now and
very
then.
rarely. It took him being like drugged and thrown into a Lazarus pit in the Court of Owls and all like sorts of crazy shit. And then literally even in his own comic books, will Batman never survive? Next panel, he figured it out.
Sometimes he dies.
When has he died? Because even when Darkseid hit him with the fucking negative life beam or anti-life matter beams, he just went back in time, became a better detective, and found a way to come back.
Oh man, I think it's the Dark Justice League, where a lot of shit's happening and everybody.
I think he's like the lone survivor.
Not for long, I don't think.
Or he's cloned. There's one where he's cloned. I know that. It's kind of a dark thing. That's just
Damian.
No, there's one where it's like Bruce Wayne was cloned, and then they have a whole bunch of Batman. It's a weird new continuity they just introduced. Like, yeah, I haven't kept up with it as much, but I've seen it.
Okay, I haven't seen a lot of the new stuff. The new 52 stuff is the newest stuff that I've seen.
Yeah, it's past New 52 because there's some stuff where it's like post-apocalyptic, like.
And then also the animations, which is the one that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. No, this is like the new comics. Yeah.
Oh, John Constantine goes back in time. You know.
Constantine's cool.
Yeah, Constantine's pretty cool.
It's kind of crazy because I always knew the Constantine movie with the Keanu Reeves movie, but I didn't know it was a comic book series. And then I was like, holy shit.
It's a DC comic character.
Yeah. It's like the one DC comic character I really like.
I like equating him to Doctor Strange. Like he's DC's version of Doctor Strange. Like sure, there's Doctor Fate. Doctor Fate's a little different.
I think that's closer though.
Kind of the same. Yeah.
Yeah, that's closer.
With the get up and everything. But
would you say Constantine's kind of like DC's like Blade, like supernatural hunter kind of?
Yeah, I was thinking about some of those Marvel Knight guys, and I think he's kind of closer to maybe Magic.
Okay.
Because technically she's the Queen of Limbo and shit like that.
That's true.
And
that's
she
true.
does have the power portals and magic like that.
That's the thing too. Is a lot of people like if you just saw the Constantine movie, it makes him just seem like a priest that knows a lot, but like he's actually like super naturally powerful and all that shit.
And he's cool.
And just very cool. I mean, he's played by Keanu Reeves, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's typically a blonde Englishman.
I'm glad they didn't do that in the movie.
Is he really?
I'm glad they didn't do that in the
Right.
movie. I don't know. Do I want
He
an
doesn't
English?
like continuity. Ooh.
No, it's not that I don't like continuity, but my thing is like, okay, I don't know. Do I want an English person preaching religion at me, like as as like his powers? You know what I mean? Like, if he was an Irish priest, maybe. If he was Irish, I might deal with it.
Slowly sipping from a flask. I mean, he does that anyway. He smokes and he drinks.
That's true. And he tortures little spiders.
He does.
He did do that.
Yeah. Demon spiders.
That's true.
Trying to get information, you got to squeeze him. He's like an old PI.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, he is that Detective Noir kind of guy.
Yeah, that's why I like him so much.
He could fit in Sin City.
Yeah, he reminds me of. I've told you about my favorite book series, the Dresden Files.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Harry Dresden.
Okay.
Just a little darker. Like.
That's the other one that I didn't realize was a whole comic book series with the Sin City stuff. That was another one that I thought was just like. Sin
City's really good too, man.
Yeah, because like the movie just shows 3 panels, like 3 stories, but like the actual Sin City comics, it's like a whole, deeper dive on a lot of stuff.
Graphic novel, I guess, is what it's technically called.
Okay. Yeah, and it gets in way more detail about some of those things, like the one where the guy could only get hard if a woman screamed and begged for her life, and like it's dark. I mean, it gets
That's that weird goblin guy.
Yeah, but he
the face stealer or whatever they call him.
Yeah, because he looks like a handsome rich businessman, and he'd get these women and like basically kidnap them and torture them, and like the more they screamed and begged, the mate basically turned him on more and more.
I think that's a different one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe we're thinking of someone else, but yeah, because there's one where it was actually in the movie. One of the guys that gets rescued, they're going to rescue him or whatever, and he's going to rescue the chicken. He tells her, "Hey, look, the info is if you scream and beg for your life, he will censor you." You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then, so he's like, no matter what, don't do it. And the guy's getting pissed. He's like, come on, like slapping his junk, like, you scream back for your life. And she's like, I'm good. And he's like, I can't get hard. And like, he's having the worst day of his life,
Damn.
And then he comes in, and the guy.
Not even Blue Chew could help him there.
But it could help you.
There's another plug that you could have missed. You could have
been you, Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Could have been you. And then it could have been you. And then, yeah. And then he comes in, and he's like, and she's like, you want me to scream for you? I scream for you. She's like, And he's like, that doesn't count. And he gets his head chopped off. So, like, yeah, it was a little crazy, nice. But it gets dark. Definitely gets dark. But again, fuck Batman, okay? I'm just back on that fuck Batman shit. I do not like Batman. I'm not a DC fan. At least Tony Stark has alcoholism as a problem. Batman's just perfect. He figured out a way to...
the 90s Marvel, where everybody had vices.
That's the best part. Even Miss Marvel was like a drug addict, She was a badass, but she had problems. I like it when they have real problems. Like, I don't like...
I can relate.
Yeah, like legit. Like, even Superman, I could outdo everybody, but I want to be a nice guy. Like, the guy wants to be a nice guy. I get that.
Marvel? Your 90s plan of selling more comics, it worked on James.
It worked.
Worked on me, too.
Actually.
I thought that was actually kind of cool that superheroes had issues, too.
Yeah.
Like, real normal human issues.
Like, that's like Peter Parker was lonely, and then he had a girlfriend, and then he had to figure that shit out and balance his life, because she's like, you're cheating on me. No, I'm actually saving the world. You're cheating, bitch. Like, it's all, real
and he
stuff.
Had the worst luck ever. Like, dude rolled nat ones all day.
Dude, his skill sheet is like, he gets 20 strength, agility, all the good stuff, and then it's like luck 1.
Yeah.
And it's like, that ain't gonna bother me.
Fail. Why is this happening?
Just when you fight the BBE.
Every now and then he comes out on top, but that's all because of pure concentrated power of will.
And somebody and some outside source of help.
Yeah,
right. Oh man! But so that brings me into this. So you go to a comic book convention, right?
Ah, yes.
And then you're having time at these anime conventions or comic book convention. Just real Nerdfest 2025, right?
Good old Akon.
There you go. Yeah, Akon. Wasn't me. No, that was Shaggy. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I fucked up. Damn it.
Akon was,
Damn it.
stepping on the block now because he's a writer.
Yeah. So you're walking down the convention. You've pissed off some people online. They're talking about they're going to meet you. You're like, man, whatever. Fuck these nerds. They ain't going to do nothing. You're walking through. Lo and behold, the guy shows up dressed up with all his friends. What's the worst series that you don't want to get beat up by?
It's always going to be My Little Ponies. Like if
that's automatic.
If bronies are dressed up like the My Little Ponies
and beating your ass,
they're just like they have bats and brass knuckles and tasers. They're just kicking your ass. Yeah,
got the hooves and everything.
It's like some warrior shit. Like you know how all the gangs are weird. Like the baseball guys, the clowns, the Frenchmen.
Yeah, the mimes.
Yeah, the mimes.
Yeah, that was the weirdest one. But just quick little off tangent. The Warriors. Why the fuck are there mimes? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah. What in Philly? Like, I think it was Philly.
New York.
Is it New York?
It was the boroughs in New York. But yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Is there just a mime borough? Like, when the fuck did that become a thing? I've never like that was the one thing in the game I did not like. Is like, why am I fighting mimes? Like, I understand the baseball guys, but why are they baseball mimes? I do not understand why they have to be baseball mimes.
New York is diverse.
It's a weird city apparently. But yeah, no, that would definitely be it. Like, if I get beat up by My Little Bronies, I'm having a hard time, bro.
All day.
Rainbow Dash his ass.
Yeah, that one's dressed like Applejack. The other one's got their own OC, and it's like, what the fuck's happening?
I only knew Rainbow Dash. The fact he knew his second name is sad. He
might
be a brony.
Look, man, I'm just like what is his name? Mark Wahlberg from The Other Guys.
Oh yeah, you want to know your enemy?
No, yeah, you gotta know the things just so that way you can show them how foolish they look.
That's true. That's a good point. I mean? The more I know, I can make you look stupid.
Exactly.
So that's a good point. Yeah, know thy enemy, and it's Applejack apparently.
That's right.
Yeah, the only one I've ever heard was Rainbow Dash, and that's because I watched the Death Battle series on YouTube, and it was like that one versus Deadpool, but they both had fourth wall breaking powers, so they're just end up being best friends and ruining everybody else's lives. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice.
That seems real.
Yeah, right. I think JoJo characters would be bad. You know, it'd be just like the fucking meme. You'd be the guy. The meme is like you know how they have like the side by side comparisons.
Yeah.
You would just be that guy in the second picture forever now. Just getting beat up by three guys and JoJo. You know, just stomping you down. Plus, you know, they all dress super flashy and
some of them are eating lunch and realize it. Finish their lunch. Start coming to kick your ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like literally the meme. You see the guy put the wine down and start stomping you too. Let's see. What would be another one? Be bad.
Let's see.
I wouldn't want to get beat up by any My Hero people. Because, like, yeah, y'all are cosplaying kids. Leave me alone.
Naruto guys.
Yeah. That'd be bad. Just some dude dressed up like Naruto. Believe it.
Just dressed in a Leaf Village combat uniform. Beats your ass. What the fuck?
Oh, God, this guy's really good. What the fuck's going on?
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't want to get beat down by anybody.
This Lotus shit is real.
This is some real shit. He said Shadow Clone. It felt like two people were punching me. What the fuck?
Yeah, for real. He's doing the hand gestures and everything. That'd be kind of...
Oh, here's one that'd be bad.
That'd be kind of cool.
A guy cosplaying like a professional wrestler, because then you start feeding into his ego as he's beating your ass.
Dude, somebody who's dressed like King from Tekken.
Yeah. Oh,
the
God.
Tiger head and everything.
He's just getting powerbomb.
Ah, yeah.
Getting thrown around.
Hell yeah.
But imagine a guy dressing as Macho Man. You get into a fight with him, and then he starts, starts hitting you. You're just
3 minutes of bleed time.
And then the whole time you're getting your ass beat, you're on the ground crying. He's just flown to the fans.
Yeah.
You're just like, come on, man. Just finish
Insult
it.
to injury, man. Insult to injury.
Comes in with the elbow.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. That would be a bad one, I feel. Shit. Yeah.
Magic the Gathering, guys. I know that's like completely different, but Magic the Gathering guys would be pretty bad.
Would they start naming card names at you as they hit you?
Yeah, or Yu-Gi-Oh guys. We'll do that even better. Yu-Gi-Oh guys.
Dark Magic Attack. And they put you in the face.
Yeah.
Someone dressed as the Dark Magician just beating you down. Just like, God damn it. He has a high attack stat.
Or maybe the worst ones would be the Pokemon fans, because they'll just send the dog to attack you.
Go get him, Pikachu. That's a Rottweiler, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's his name, Pikachu.
Yeah, I named him Pikachu.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Go, Arcanine. What? Oh, God, it's a Mastiff.
Yeah.
Take off running. Still don't matter. Still going to get you. Yeah, that'd be good, too. Yeah, that'd be bad. Like, that'd be pretty bad. That'd be funny. Or what's some dude cosplaying Jesus? That'd be a funny fucking scene to be part of. You're just getting beat up by
Jesus. Party, he keeps turning your water to wine. You're like, come on, man, I'm trying to be sober.
I'm trying to chill. No, it'd be even worse, because that one's real negative. Because, like, okay, say you get into a legit fight with a guy dressed as Jesus at a convention, right? If you beat him down, then you're the guy that just beat Jesus up at a convention.
Just beat Judas.
But if you let Jesus beat you, it's like, oh.
What if you're dressed as a Roman soldier? Then it's okay, right?
Well, then it's just reenacting
history.
next scene. Yeah, it's just history. It's just you're allowed to stab him at that point. I think if you're the Roman soldier, I think you're technically allowed to stab him in the ribs.
Nice.
I think that's part of it, but you will be hated forever. So that's part of the deal.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you know, consequences to actions and shit. You know.
I don't know. I can't really think of any worse ones than those.
I think that'd be all pretty bad. You know, or
I mean, really, it would be just My Little Pony, guys.
Or here's where you get the worst beating is you run into some kid and then their dad that doesn't want to be there and thinks this is all bullshit anyways, and you get into a fight with that guy. That's the worst beating you're taking. I didn't want to be at this stupid shit anyways.
Yeah.
And then you're fucking with my kid. Just getting beat down.
Bottled up rage dad is my favorite character.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, I'm living that life. All right. Anyways, I'm going to play a game with you, Blade. We're going to call this a sponsorship game.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to throw scenarios and products at each other, and I'm going to see you got to come up with a event. So I need you to come up with an event for a local elementary school sponsored by Vagisil.
A local elementary school?
Yep.
Sponsored by Vagisil.
Yep.
Well, it'd have to be during Sex
Yep.
Education Week.
Okay.
We had that. Right?
What's the event?
Cornhole.
just cornhole.
Mm-hmm. Brought to you by Vagisil.
Welcome to the World Cornhole Championships, brought to you by Vagisil.
There you go.
When you got a little stank, get that thing clanked.
Mm-hmm.
Vagisil.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good one. Or you could have the World Slip and Slide Championships, brought to you by Astroglide.
I like that.
That'd actually be fun. You
That'd
just
be cool.
Whee! Go fly. He hasn't stopped. He is still sliding. That'd be another good one. The presidential election brought to you by Cheese Puffs.
That's real already.
That probably
you just
is,
replaced Cheese Puffs with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Right.
Yeah, for real. This war is brought to you by Sprite.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're thirsty in combat, drink a Sprite.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
little. Hold on. Ad break. Everybody's got to take an ad break for a second. The leader on both sides have to come together. This war is brought to you by Sprite.
See, that would coincide with that previous episode we had where you were talking about government-issued beer.
Oh, yeah. You got the government-issued Sprite because you're sponsored. All your gear just says Sprite.
Yeah.
It's not even combat no more. It's just big Dr. Pepper logo, bright as shit.
Yeah,
It's
your
just
camouflage is all like that brand's color.
brought to you by Mountain Dew because we're not safe for human consumption no
we could
more.
be like just predicting the future right now, though.
We might be on
wars and whatnot.
Holy shit! Think about that. Like you have the Mountain Dew guys; they all have their own army. The Dr Pepper guys. Actually, I think that's the same family company. But whatever, just for the sake of it, the red and the green. I think that'd be funny. But you might even have because you saw these. I don't know if you saw, but they're saying that Mountain Dew and like Doritos and certain foods are now not safe for human consumption.
Oh.
So they're gonna start getting that little label where it's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be eating this shit every day, and if you are, it's not good for you. Type
kind
shit.
of explains a lot of things. I still remember that time I was at a LAN party.
Yeah.
We were drinking those.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that.
Did we?
I think. Well, I don't know if we talked about it privately or if we did on the
might
show.
have done
but
it privately, but
yeah.
I remember I was at a LAN party. It was like maybe we were playing Modern Warfare, the first one, like the very first one. So Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, right?
Right.
We were playing that at a LAN party. These Mountain Dew live wires, I think, is what they were.
The red ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I had a cherry one that time, and I cracked it open and drank it. Like I just chugged it and got back into the game, right?
Right.
And like maybe 5-10 minutes later, my balls just started hurting like from the inside out, and I was like, ooh, this hurts. I don't like this. What is this? Oh, and it was kind of distracting, so I had to stop playing and kind of recover.
How long did it take for that to go away?
Another 5 minutes. It was just like,
okay.
ooh. It just
You
felt
chugged
like,
it. It's like a hit,
it just
yeah.
felt like somebody was going, eat.
That was your
eat,
kidneys
just ever
screaming
so,
for help.
Yeah, ever so slightly, just going, eat.
Your kidney filtration process.
Oh.
Please stop.
Hey.
Speaking
Hey.
of ads, brought to you by
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. This war is brought to you by ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. Now that might be really happening. We just
Controlling all the angles.
because I saw a thing too. They're like, we're going to use AI to be able to identify cancer 15 years out, and it's like
That's kind of cool.
is cool. That's the
Creepy,
cool part of AI.
but cool.
But damn, like, how would you know 15 years out you will have cancer? And do you really want that news?
Probably.
That's one of those ones I was
so
thinking.
you can change it beforehand.
Well, if the AI algorithms like Blade, you will have skin cancer in 15 years. There's nothing you can do at this point to change it. You could literally change your lifestyle. Nothing's going to change it. But in 15 years, July whatever, 2020 whatever, you will have skin cancer. Do you even want to know that, or you just want to one day be like, okay?
I mean, yeah, you kind of want to know that.
You don't know that?
I would want to know that.
So you know what day to go into the hospital? Like, all right, let me start the meds.
Yeah, yes and no, and at least I have this much time.
Yeah, at least you know.
I'm gonna enjoy it. Enjoy it right now.
Yeah, let me live in ignorant bliss.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
Know about, just let me die that day. I don't even want to know to be treated like, nope.
Yep.
I'm done with it. Just let me be done with it. I don't even want to know. Oh man, yeah. You got any more sponsorships? Funny. Let me think. Basketball.
The Astroglide one was really good.
That's a good one. How long of a slide would you need to be brought to you by? Maybe a mile long slip and slide.
You remember the football things that running backs would run through?
Yeah.
With the pegs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's one of those machines made by Bad Dragon.
I was just about to say, brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Running back dildo machine brought to you by Bad Dragon. When you need to get strong and run through the thong.
It's Riddell.
Bad Dragon.
It's Riddell and Bad Dragon teaming up to make limited edition tools.
Nice.
Training tools.
This vibrator brought to you by DeWalt Power Tools.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Your brain surgery brought to you by Dynamite.
Milwaukee powered, M18 powered vibrators.
Oh, God.
For when you need to go that extra mile.
What if, like, you go get surgery and it's like, your surgery will be performed by Ryobi? It's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Whoa.
I'm a Milwaukee guy?
Yeah, I'm a Milwaukee guy. This Ryobi thing is not going in me.
No, I'm not. I am a Ryobi guy, and I
Too
still
bad
don't trust
the
it.
anesthesia is already hitting. No.
Anesthesia brought to you by DeWalt. No, neither one of my brands.
No, yeah.
What the? It's like
I
at
love
that point.
they're using two different brands.
I know, right? At that point, it's like, why is DeWalt making anesthesia? It's a power tool brand. What the fuck? Oh, that'd be
leftover diesel.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Leftover
Anesthesia
diesel
brought to you by
fuels.
Exxon. What? It's just ethanol gas that knocks you out. Breathe this. What? It's going to cost you a couple brain cells, but you'll be all right.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Oh, man. Well, that kind of makes me think, too, so one of the things that I was noticing sports-wise and all that stuff is, in the NBA or whatever, people are getting injured much more at a rapid rate, and it's kind of making me wonder, like, we were joking about the products and the sponsorship, but is it training? Is it the evolution where people ain't supposed to be? So here's the example of the facts. Let me find this fact page real quick so I can read it. All right, so the NBA is currently suffering an Achilles tear problem that they've never dealt with before, right? In 2025, they had 8 Achilles tears alone. They only had 45 total from 1990 to 1923. Okay, and in 24, I think they had 7. So in the last 2 years, there's basically been the same amount of Achilles tears as there's been almost, 40 or half as many Achilles tears in 2 years as there's been in, like, what was that, like a 20, 30-year span or something like that?
Yeah.
So people are trying to speculate, what's the difference? Is it, here's the thing, and I was talking to you off camera a little bit, but, like, back in the day when Jordan was so big, it's because his vertical was higher than everybody else. He supposedly had a 50-inch vertical, which we all know is not true. But regardless, like, he jumped crazy and this and that. Now you got, like, a bunch of guys in this draft alone that had, like, 40-plus inch verticals, 42-plus inch verticals. Okay. So is it that the human evolution is getting to the point where, like, we're pushing our bodies past its physical capabilities too quick? Like, we're pushing past evolution where evolution can't catch up, in a sense, if that makes sense? Is it the game itself requires all that, which our bodies haven't caught up to the requirements of the game? Do you think it's mentality? Because they were saying a lot of these young kids don't believe in, like, icing down and doing this. They think it's a waste of time. I'm invincible. I'd be good forever. Where, guys back in the day, they knew even in high school, hey, wrap up, ice up, take care of your body. You might not feel like you need it now, but trust us, you will, type shit. And a lot of those guys are like, okay. They didn't have the modern surgery, so it was really, hey, we have to take care of ourselves, otherwise we're going to break, and then we're fucked forever. Versus now, like, you tear your Achilles, hey, you'll be all right in a year. Yeah. And it's like, you'll be 80% of yourself at least,
Well, I think it's, okay, so
is it training?
Thinking about it that way, it might be a combination of medical like how good we are at fixing that stuff now, right?
Like a false sense of security almost?
Yeah, almost. Because, I mean, if you're making that much money, you could probably afford to fix your body and shit like that. I mean,
I think at that point, the team insurance, as long as you're playing, I think they cover, like, medical doctors for teams will do your stuff or whatever.
Damn, then, yeah, there you are.
I'm not sure 100%. I might be wrong. I don't know but I don't, to me, it doesn't make sense if, like, you tear your knee playing for somebody and then I got to pay for my own surgery, then I'll go play for someone else, like.
Oh, man. Yawning all the time.
So sorry.
So hungry.
That too. But yeah, but I think the team basically has their own, like, hey, our guy tore his shit, go here.
Yeah.
Type thing, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Unless you choose, like, no, I got my own doctor, then it's like, okay,
so
well.
it might be a little bit of that because even back in the day, like, that was kind of expensive.
Yeah.
To get things fixed. Like,
if they even knew how.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, even if the medical knowledge wasn't even there.
Because I think it was like,
you're still out for a long time. So that kind of takes into the old school aspect of wrapping, icing, and all that shit. So.
And on that note, like, because I know when we were growing up in the 90s, like, the big things were ACLs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was the thing. If you tore your ACL, your athletic career was done, bro. Like, over. Like, to get an ACL replacement, it was like they had to find a cadaver, a dead body, and you got a dead ACL, and it just was never the same. Like, hey, that's your one. It's not as strong as the other. So nowadays
you're not a running back anymore.
Oh no! I mean, they had to like slit your whole leg open and replace the whole thing. Now they just go in with like a needle and just pull it out and push one in. It's crazy or whatever. But like now, you could tear your ACL and be back in 6 months, and people are like, hey, you're good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that was our big thing in our. Yeah, that's a good point because ACLs were the like devastator in the 90s.
And then now medical stuff is just so quick and not necessarily quick and easy, but it is, if you have the right money, doctor, just bing, boom, okay, cool, you're down for 6 months, fully recovered.
Like, what was it? Adrian Peterson tore his ACL and came back and won MVP, almost broke the single season rushing record. It's like back in the day, if he would have torn his ACL, it'd be like, hey, man, we're going to cut you and move on.
And that was like 6-7 months, then he's back at it.
Yeah. Being Adrian Peterson, big power back, not just like an elusive dude, like running through motherfuckers and all that shit.
Still bonking fools.
Like, that's kind of what I'm, because, like, so, like, I've kind of talked to you a little bit, but, like, I'm coaching a youth basketball team now.
Nice.
And
Coach Weaver
on the deck. And, like, one of the things that, like, I've been noticing, too, is, like, because they've taught us, like, don't push the kids too hard because it can cause long-term injuries.
Yeah.
But it's, like, a weird, like, that's what a lot of these guys are saying now, where they're, like, when we were growing up, you would play with your friends on the park, or you would do this every now and then, but there wasn't AAU camp January, AAU camp February, spring league, summer league, over national European league in the fall, winter league. It's like now these kids are playing competitive league basketball, running up and down the court 24/7 almost. You know what I mean? Just all year round playing.
Yeah.
And then you get so you're going from intense training, like not even training, you're playing the game. Like your training is the game,
Exactly.
And then you're going and then you're playing another intense game where it's like more fundamental and like fine-tuned, but all you know is go.
It's the same deal with soccer players too, like soccer games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like typically those are like 2-3 games in a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They play 2 to 3 games in a day. Like,
I mean, if you're doing like little tournament things and you're winning,
for youth
and
or
stuff
whatever.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the youth leagues have that. Like my little sister was a soccer player.
Oh, okay.
And they had those things where they'd start at like 6 in the morning and then it'd be finished at like 9.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I mean that.
And of course, there's like times to rest and stuff like that, but
it's not adequate time.
Yeah.
And then when you're young, you don't feel all that pain. You're just like, I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Because that's why I look at like these kids have energy. Like they don't get tired per se, but you could definitely see like I could definitely see like if you're pushing these kids to try to be championship level players. And that's the thing too, is like if a kid goes, I want to make it to the NBA, you have to teach them like, look man, it takes hard work.
This is what it takes.
Like,
hard work.
And it's like, but what age do you let them develop slowly until they're like 11? It's like, all right, let's introduce the hard work. Do you wait until they're 13? Because you're not even really supposed to be doing muscle building until the age of 13. Like,
I think it would just be learning at that point. Like
just learning and playing and shooting, kind of fundamental stuff, right?
Yeah, get your fundamentals down, get used to the motions. I wouldn't work out or anything, just get used to the motions.
I think that's what Paul Pierce said, too, because he was kind of like, back when we were playing, it would be like, practice wouldn't be full scrimmages. A lot of times it would be, layup lines or shot lines or free throw practice or, all right, everybody sit around,
get used
listen.
To passing, find passing lanes,
or like,
that kind of thing.
Look at the board. Remember these plays. We're taking 30 minutes to remember plays. And it's like now it's literally you just run, dunk, shoot, defense, run. And it's just, so many, and...
I always look for 2 specific people, like whenever plays are being run.
Right.
Because sometimes I don't hear the play being called.
Right.
Or you can't really look at anybody because you're on a fucking guy, right?
Right.
You just kind of look at your teammates and where they're at, and then you just, oh, okay, it's this one.
It should be this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're smart and you know what, see, that's the thing too, is if you're a smart player, you'll know what your teammates are supposed to do at the same time what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't do you no good. I'm supposed to be here, but if you don't know where they're going to be, then how's that going to help
If you're
you?
there, and he's there.
Then who's there?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's and there's another thing. This guy, I can't remember I apologize, but it was like something Sports Institute of Technology, and so it was a big time. They do this stuff, and their theory is the way people land. And apparently they're saying that so you're supposed to land not more flat-footed, but more on the balls of your feet into your toes kind of evenly. And they're saying a lot of people are landing more on the sides of their feet, trying to like turn and catch themselves, and that's what's calling what would be the
they're kind of preemptively pivoting then.
Yeah, trying to like catch themselves to get back on defense or whatever instead of just safely landing and then getting back.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to do it, dunk, boom, and then get back at the same time so they don't miss nothing. And it's like instead of landing, flat, not flat-footed, but like, from from the heels to the toes.
Yeah.
A lot of people are either landing straight on the toes, which puts immediate pressure on your calf and your Achilles, or they're landing on the side of their knees, which will cause ACL tears.
Yeah.
And so it's like, teaching kids how to land properly when they're jumping. Like if you got athletic jumpers, like they know athleticism, they don't know the safety aspects. It's like you don't jump out of a helicopter without a parachute, right? Like you got to know how to land. Like you got to know what to do.
You might have to.
No, but I mean, even at that, you're trained on, hey, look, you don't get a parachute. This is life or death, but this is the best way to be able to land for your safety. Make sure you do your combat rolls or whatever when you're about to hit the ground. Whatever it is, like whatever they call
kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, well, that's really what it is. But, like whatever the best technique is, at least they teach you, look, you probably got a 1%, but here's the 1% chance. Like, here's how it's going to happen if it's going to happen. Luck. Yeah. But, like, if you're just teaching a kid, go run, dunk, haha, and then he's landing on the side of his foot, and it's like, why is he tearing his ACL? It's like, well, no shit, dude. Like, your body literally is not meant to do that. Like, why are you making them do that? So that was his theory, that we need to break things down more to the extreme fundamental, more or less.
Well, I really do think it's like the whole, not like what you're saying is right. Where it's just going for everything and not recovery. Right. Like it's literally just kind of a belief in training and stuff like that. Because man, I could not. Sorry for the double negative, but I couldn't think of not cooling down or resting or have a long day of I exerted myself. Time to relax and ice.
Yeah. Or de-stretch or whatever.
Yeah. Stretch a little bit. Like I need to get back into stretching, but I used to stretch a whole bunch. And
as you get older.
Yeah, it's important, man.
There's your second men's health tip for anybody. As you get older, just stretch a little bit.
Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, stretch your back.
Do yourself some good, trust me.
Mm-hmm. Feels good.
That's a good point. Like, I mean, yeah, and then, if these coaches really weren't taught, they just kind of knew naturally, hey, do this, and then they did it, and they don't think it's an important aspect because they never suffered the injury because of it, so why would they teach something they never suffered with? You know what I mean? So maybe it is just a matter of teaching. It's just a matter of knowledge, a matter of understanding.
I think so. And, it's a matter of knowledge and being comfortable with, the modern medicine and shit like that.
Techniques.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what's crazy too is with the modern recovery, because I know the San Antonio Spurs were known for giving every player individual cold pressed juices with the certain vegetables that had certain properties like anti-inflammatory, antibiotic, whatever the certain players' specific medical needs were more for. Like if they were more prone to inflammation, they would have more of a turmeric, whatever. Yeah. They would all get specified fruit smoothies for after games.
Oh yeah.
And the vitamin protein smoothie type things. So there's things like that you would think would more counterbalance, if that makes sense, that they didn't have back then. Yeah. They were drinking beer and snorting Coke in the 80s. They weren't drinking a protein shake. You know what I mean?
What were they doing back in the 80s? We've heard the stories.
Yeah, they were literally. Gilbert Arenas makes the funniest joke. He's like, maybe he wouldn't have torn his Achilles and his ACL and all that shit and fucked up his career if he actually took the time to recover more instead of just immediately I did my 8-hour workout, now let's go straight to the club.
Nice.
He's like, if he would have took his 8-hour workout and then took an hour to just recover and then go to the club, he's like, it might have made a difference, but he never believed in that recovery. If he wanted to go do something, he went and did it kind of thing,
Yeah, no, I get it.
And he was like, he
That's
believed.
That's why he's my guy. He's my shooter every day.
Hey, I've been listening to a lot of Gil's Arena. I love that podcast, dude. I like the way he talks, because as crazy as it gets, if you listen past the crazy, he knows what he's fucking talking about. And like that's the thing is like, because the way he's like, what is wrong with you, motherfucker? Da, 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 da. And he comes off really anime, but when you listen to him, he's like, the shooting guard role is designed to be a scorer, and you want these motherfuckers to pass and da, da. And it's like he's making points. Like y'all are mad at so and so for not getting so many assists. That's not his role. Like if you know basketball, he's meant to do what he's doing. You know,
it's like that Zoolander scene. No, he's got a point.
yeah. And it's like a lot of that, dude. Like he's talking about coaching and this, and then people want to talk shit on him, and he's like, you know. Like, he's very anti-ring culture. Like, he doesn't think you have to be, you know. And see, this is where I'm kind of conflicted, because we grew up winning the team championship meant you were the best.
Yep.
But his idea is if that only counts as you're the number one guy on the team. If you're LeBron or Michael Jordan, yeah, that ring matters because you took the team to the championship.
Yeah.
But what is the 15th guy? Can you call yourself a champion? Like, yeah, you're technically on the roster, but you played 10 minutes all season. Like, what did you really contribute to this championship run? So like that's this whole thing is he's like, you know, you got guys like Robert Horry has 7 championships.
Yep.
And he wasn't known as Mr. Big Time, he was Mr. Big Shot. He hit a lot of game winners, but that would be his only game points.
He was like their sixth man.
He was just the clutch guy.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, we're down by 2, go hit a 3. And he just did, you know, but
for some reason San Antonio had multiple of those dudes. Like they would just put people in, like Bowen.
Yeah, Bruce Bowen was another one.
Bruce Bowen was another one. Fucking Tony Parker. He was their guy that they would swap in and out.
I mean, he was like one of their main dudes.
Well, yeah, after a
Manu
while,
Ginobili.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker and Tim Duncan were like the guys.
The trio.
But like, okay, so take that, right? You take those 3 were the guys. You could say their rings matter, right?
Yeah.
You know, Tim Duncan's first ring technically he had David Robinson, but he was still the guy.
Yeah.
So you take those rings, they matter. But if you're Bruce Bowen in the later years of his career, or Robert Horry in the later years of his career.
Yeah.
You're literally averaging less than 2 points a game, but you hit the 3 that wins game 6.
There's that potential that's there. It's like having David Tyree on your team. You know, he did catch that super awesome thing.
But see, here's the thing, too, and one of the things I've realized even when you're coaching, like and I know I just coach kids, but you can tell when the guy is meant to be the guy versus when the guy is meant to fill a role.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not trying to be mean about it, but it's like, Bruce Bowen was never going to be a star player.
No.
Like, could he shoot? Yes, but, I mean, there's more to it. Like, you got to be able to handle the ball and handle the pressure and, you know, not just hit the wide open shot. You got to be able to, 2 guys are, like, Kobe had 5 guys in his face. Boop. You know what I mean? Whatever. Shaq has 5 guys defending him in the paint.
Boop.
You know, Dirk had the big 3, you know, the Beatles on him, and he spun. Boop,
yep.
Boop, you know what I mean? Like, you got to take the team.
The
Heatles. Yeah, that's what they call them, the Heatles. But, like, yeah, that's like, you know, so those guys versus, like, you know, like if you look at, so his point is like if you look at the all-time top 75 list, right? There's guys that, like Scottie Pippen, I think is ranked like 35, 34, something like that, all-time.
Close to his number.
And he's got 6 rings. So you would think a guy with 6 rings who was the number 2 dude on the team, he should be the number 2 best player of all time. He's got the rings, da-da-da-da.
Not necessarily.
And that's what they're like. Allen Iverson's a better basketball player than him. He has no rings. It's like if you, so Gilbert Arenas.
I think that about Carmelo Anthony a lot.
That's another one that they bring up a lot. Like, hey, the guy's top 20 all-time scorer, one that got 20,000 points shooting mid-range, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Good D, good offense.
You know,
good at shooting free throws.
Literally changed the offensive position as a small forward for a lot of guys. Like, he kind of took it to another level and became like a real hybrid driver, kicker, scorer, like all that stuff. You know, in the day and age of LeBron James, Carmelo probably should have been Rookie of the Year, which a lot of people don't talk about because he went to a small town instead of, you know, whatever. But like his whole point is like, so Allen Iverson 1-on-1 versus this guy, who's going to win? You can have all those rings, but you think Robert Horry's going to win against AI? Nah. You know, like
no.
It's like, you know, Kobe Bryant, like I think Kobe Bryant's 10th on all-time list. And, you know, I know nobody likes talking about Kobe, RIP, all that stuff. But his point was like, you can't put him as an all-time because he didn't have, you know, 2 of his rings were with another guy who's an all-time. So for 2 of his rings, or his first 3 rings, the third one they basically said he was 1A, 1B, but the first 2, you're robbing. It's like Kobe himself didn't consider himself a championship until ring 4, and then he said ring 5 was the sweetest one of all time because he did it again.
Okay.
So he's a 5-time championship, but he in his own mind is like, but I did it twice for myself.
Okay, I get you.
So it's like it's one of those things, you know, like Steph Curry, he's got 4 times champions, but 2 of those came when he recruited KD, one of the greatest offensive threats of all time. So it was, were you the guy? Were you the guy? You know, so that was his whole thing because, you know, when you compare talent and skills, you know, you can argue that LeBron's the greatest all-around basketball player of all time. Like, He passes, he rebounds, he plays defense, he scores all around. Great. You can argue he's number one all time. If you talk to someone that says it's Jordan, it's always going to be Jordan. No matter what you say, it's always going to be Jordan. If you take the 6-ring aspect out of it and you look at the other stuff, then you can have a real competition. But it's like a lot of people will just rotate 6 rings to 4 rings, I win. And it's like, okay, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? And it's like, no. But if you want to be like, hey, Jordan had 10 scoring titles to LeBron's 2. Jordan was a 2-time defensive player of the year. LeBron's never won that.
Yeah.
Then you can start being like, okay.
Getting into the nitty-gritty of things. Yeah. I understand that. Like, yeah, I get it completely.
And then he made another good point. It's like, what's harder to get, the NBA championship or the MVP?
Ooh, probably MVP.
And his thought was like this. Think about it like this. There's 484 other players competing against you. Even your own teammates are competing against you to be the best player in the league.
Yep.
So if you win that, you are the guy.
Yeah,
same thing
you are the guy. You're the dude.
The same thing with defensive player of the year. You are the guy on defense.
Yep.
You are the best guy on that side. If you're a team, 15 guys are getting a ring. No matter what team you're on, 15 guys in the league are going to get a ring at some point in time because they're on a roster that will win a championship.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know. So yeah, he's one of those guys definitely that. But he kind of spend that to go back to this Achilles thing. But his whole thing is like these guys just don't realize the recovery process. Like they're young, they're excited. They're making crazy money. Like Cooper Flagg, just drafted by the Mavericks, is making $63 million a year at 18, bro. Or 3 years, $63 million at 18. Like it's the biggest like rookie contract. Like it's like 20-something million a year at 8. Bro, by the time they said he could be one of the first ever active playing billionaires just off NBA contract.
Wow.
By the time he gets to his 3rd contract, he would be basically, if he plays everything right, if he's who he says he's supposed to be, if he's a max player the whole time, sticks to a team, sticks with the Mavs, by the time he gets to his 3rd contract, he could make basically, by the end of it, $975 million a year.
Jeez.
Or not a year, but 975 career earnings.
Okay, I was like, what?
But that's only in 9 years of active playing.
Yeah.
$900 million in basically 9 years, so equivalent to.
Should have got good at basketball. Damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I wish I was 6'9" and athletic and shit.
Right.
But, so that's his whole thing. Is he thinks it's just a lot of kids just don't recover. There's nothing sexy about the recovery.
Yeah, there's not.
And
I mean, it does take time, and it takes away from your time, I guess, if you want to see it that way. But I always err on the side of caution because I know like your body will break down on you, and if you don't take care of it. You don't get to be a GOAT like Tom Brady or other people who had long careers.
Brett Favre. Again, LeBron, $1 million a year on his body.
Yeah,
$1 million a year just on recovery. That's not food and whatever. That's $1 million a year in recovery, rehab, training, all that stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome.
$1 million, and that's why 40-something years old, still putting up 25 points a game. I mean, it's fucking crazy. 23
and
years
looks the way he looks.
Yeah, Jack 260 ripped as a motherfucker,
like, he's in shape, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he can't bounce
Better
like you want.
So if you have $1 million, fee to keep your body good.
Yeah, but if I'm paying $1 million, I better look like a goddamn god.
I better be a superhero.
Well, speaking of superheroes again, I do want to talk about this. So, have you ever heard of Voltek, the Polish bear soldier?
Oh yeah, I have actually.
So this is one of those. I don't know where I got in this. I started looking at like humans and animals in war. So that kind of brings me to the next story we'll get into about the Australians versus emus. This is how I found Voltek, but Voltek's a nice story, so we're going to talk about him first. So the story of Voltek, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, he was a Syrian brown bear that was traded to the Polish army for rations, ammo, and water. I think it was water, right?
That counts as rations.
Okay, yeah, it was like rations, ammos, and like guns or something. Like it was, he got traded for equipment. This camp of Polish soldiers, basically from the point they got him, trained him to be the perfect bear soldier. Like he would wrestle with them, he would play with them, he would interact with their training exercises.
The ultimate morale booster.
Dude, he even like ate when they ate lunch. He drank at the end of the day when they drank. Like they showed, there's videos of this
ultimate morale booster.
Yes, there's videos and pictures of this fucking bear chugging vodka with these guys, and they're just like, yeah, and the bear's just having a good old time. They said they gave him, and obviously it wasn't a good diet. Now that we know that's not what bears eat, but they gave him basically the Winnie the Pooh diet. It was like honey and fruits and like the occasional salmon or whatever, so it was like shit like that, and he was just friendly. So the funny part about the story is the Polish army's like, hey, we don't allow pets, and they're like, pet? That's Sergeant Voltek. Yeah. They literally enlisted the bear, made him part of the army, and then he ended up being a key component of logistics.
Yep.
Carrying the mortar rounds,
gear, and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, I just that was one of those stories. I was the funniest, craziest thing, and then it's like, oh, this is real. This is not a bullshit story. This is a real thing.
World War II has got some wild stories, man.
Yeah, like that. And this is the fact that they like eventually they changed the army emblem to like a bear carrying a mortar shell.
Oh yeah, that specific company.
Yeah, so it's like, damn, it's like that's how big of a. I mean, so what would be the animal that you would want as your company pet turned soldier? Like, what would you trust with you in battle? Can't be a dog. We've all
honey badger. Come on,
I couldn't trust it in battle with me.
Hell yeah! I mean, if it's like the same situation, fuck yeah.
A trained honey badger. I don't think you could train a honey badger.
Whatever. Live free, little man.
You just let him sit in the bag. You just throw the bag over
to the line. Shake it up, throw it.
Yeah. Just unleash the pissed off badger.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you have to put down a badger every time because you can't calm it back down. Sorry, little badger, you did your job though.
Well, you hit him with a trank dart. That's the cue.
And put him back in his steel cage.
Yeah.
Feed him just enough. Like you feed him good, and you treat him. Try to treat him good to be your buddy. But the whole time he's like, I know you got some motherfuckers that threw me in that bag, motherfucker. I know it's you.
Don't worry, we'll feed you. We'll feed you, little buddy.
Yeah, that would actually be terrifying. Just honey badger on the battlefield because it'd be hard to shoot. It's so little. Just shit. You know what I mean? And they're just pissed off.
Hell yeah.
Now, speaking of Achilles injuries, just rip your Achilles clean out. You know what I mean?
Your standard issue honey badger bag. Damn. It's armed with one angry honey badger. You must smack it around at least 3 seconds.
Before deployment.
Yeah, exactly. Once you hear you well, that's a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you hear it all get angry, that's whenever you pull the tab and throw.
Pull a little drawstring.
Exactly.
Oh no! Oh, Private Blade, you released them with the drawstring back towards our end. Oh shit! Come flying back out. Yeah. The guy gets hit with the bag. We get hit with the bunny. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that'd be good. That'd be. I think having a lion would be terrifying.
Come on,
baby.
Come on. Oh,
it's one of those. No. Okay. It's one of those.
Where work connects.
Okay. Connect this nuts.
Connect these nuts.
Or connect us with a sponsorship deal.
That too.
No, I think a lion would be cool. Think about like you're about to go into a war and it's like up on a hill. It's like when you're like, what
That's
the fuck?
Very medieval.
Yeah, and then you look up and there's just a lion. You know, yeah, it's doing the fucking
the pose on standards and stuff like that.
Or what's it called? That from Madagascar, Alex, the little lion.
Yeah.
It does a little thing.
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
pose. Yeah, but then if you think about modern technology, it's like holy shit, is that a lion? Not anymore. It ain't.
Yeah.
It's like where am my lion?
Honey badger's good. Yeah. Small, angry.
Yeah,
relentless.
Give me my army military mole. That's what I want. I want a naked mole that knows how to plant explosives and get out of there. Just
it'd be good for espionage.
Oh yeah, bro. You wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just out there. You're planning. I don't know where you're just. You're used to animals being everywhere anyway. So you just think a little mole comes out a hole. Like oh okay, whatever. Keep going.
Detonator.
Not even a detonator. The mole is trained to place explosives. So it's like while you're not paying attention to the mole's in the corner. And it goes back down, and then you just hear
mole.
Beep, beep.
Oh no!
Beep. I was like, what is going on? Nobody's been in this room but us. So you turn around.
Edward's left his shit in the microwave again.
No. And you turn around. It's like a little bomb in the shape of a middle finger.
Yeah.
It's just a yeah, military grade mole.
Be right back.
Yeah,
with a note.
Yeah. Right. Mole return later. Oh man! So the Voltec thing made me look into. So if you've heard about the Australian Army versus the 20,000 emus, right?
Oh yeah, the Great Emu War,
dude. Well, so when I was reading this shit, this is one of those stories that I absolutely did not believe was true to save my life. I was like, there's no way that men that were military trained lost to giant birds.
I felt the same way.
And then,
honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like
I
how,
heard that
right?
first story. I was like, "What? Really?"
Yeah,
like
it's like 20,000 birds took out the fucking military. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, it is Australia, but at the same time, really?
I mean, and it's not like they're cassowaries; it's emus.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like okay,
they're just assholes.
They're just real dickhead. So the whole thing started with basically they were trying to start their own wheat production in the middle of Australia, which is basically Emu County, and emus love fucking wheat, so they're trying to do their thing. 20,000 emus rush over the farm, basically tear it up, eat it, and then leave. They're just as they please.
Yeah, they're basically avian flightless bird locusts.
More or less, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, come in, clear out your town, and leave.
Yeah, exactly.
We're American men, whatever that song would be, but they're Australian.
Yeah,
come into your town, we'll help you party down. We're American
eat all
men.
your wheat and leave.
We'll eat all your wheat and leave. We're Australian emus. So, anyways, so it started off with basically they tried to build shitty fences that they got basically little shitty government whatever you want to call it for stipends and loans. Real not enough to do much. Like just build a fence to keep the birds out. Yeah,
this feels like the start of the Three Little Pigs.
Yeah, more or less, right? Like your own hubris was your own demise.
Ooh, he got
and left-handed, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Anyways, so it started with that, and then basically they spent so much money doing that, then they just tore right through the little shitty fence. And they're like, all right, guys, we need fucking help. And because they start being like, why aren't y'all producing wheat? What's going on? It's like, we literally can't. We're trying and we can't. So they're like, all right. So they sent down some National Guards apparently with a M16 machine gun, the big ones that you mount, the mounted machine guns.
Oh, M2s?
M2s, yeah. So they came down there with the M2 that they mounted just on the fence line off a little hill thinking it'd be enough.
Dang,
apparently,
that's a big round.
Apparently, the problem was they didn't properly maintain it, so it broke down after only shooting 13 bullets and killing one emu. So
that man needs to shoot better.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, here was the other problem too. Apparently, they didn't really understand the physiology of the emu, and didn't realize that all that big fluff is not actual body; it's just feathers. So their problem was they were like, you're shooting it and it looks like you're hitting, but the bullets are just coming through the other side because it's nothing but a feather patch. It's just
they're going through the feathers. Oh,
exactly. God. So they're like, they didn't realize that the body of the emu is actually real narrow and small. So it's like headshot or nothing, and they don't have the most big heads at running that weird speed.
This is why you got to know your enemy.
Apparently, they thought they just underestimated the emu. So
this will be easy. Bang. What?
What?
Bang. What? Bang, bang. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Bang, bang. Oh.
And apparently these motherfuckers can run like 30 kilometers an hour. So it's like,
my God.
Once they heard like the first couple boom, 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 they turn around and be out of firing distance in like 2 seconds. So it's like you have and try to get them. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? And then they'd be gone. So they started thinking, okay, well, these little fuckers are running off. Let's make ourselves easy to run after them. They started mounting them on trucks, thinking, haha, we'll run them down, right? Well, these emus got so fucking smart that they start sending out scout birds to distract the fucking military. Damn. So the other ones could go and get the wheat, and then they themselves would come back as a distraction so the scout bird could go get his fill, and then by the time it was done, they'd all be gone.
Bro, they're dealing with like the fucking tactical genius emu over
it's
here.
Foxhound of emus. It's Fox emu.
Basically.
It's crazy. So some of the the scout birds. Here's a couple little scouts. It lasted a whole month. It took them 10,000 rounds. They killed 960 out of 20,000 of the emus.
Whoa.
It literally got to a point where they were like, look, we don't have the U.S. military spending budget to just keep going forever. Like, we can't fight this war against emus.
We're going to go broke.
The farmers like, what do we do? Build better fences. And just hope to God they don't come back. So that's literally what they did. They had to just spend time building reinforced fences, let them tear up the shit while they're doing it, get dingoes or whatever in the area, whatever they got to do to hunt them. And yeah, they eventually lost the fucking war to emus, bro.
My God.
Funniest, craziest thing. Like, I'm sorry, I've met a lot of badass Australian people, or have heard about them, or watched them, TV, all this and shit. You always hear about the badass Australian. Oh, everything's trying to kill us. Everything this, everything that. Blah, blah, blah. You lost the war to fucking emus. Like, at the end of the day, man, I don't want to hear it. You lost the war to fucking emus. And I'm not saying I, one-on-one, could beat the emu, but I guarantee you the U.S. military would take the emus on and be like,
I wonder if there was a casualty in the emu wars that wasn't an emu.
I think there's 2 humans.
Oh my goodness, they killed 2 humans.
It was, and what was bad is like one got trampled because they thought they could just hey, and then the other one was like overexertion or overheated or something like that. Like
that also makes sense.
Yeah, so it wasn't like they 32 clicks to the left, emu sniper down. It wasn't nothing like that or nothing. Just he's down.
They shoot now.
Oh, the emus have better firepower than we do.
The emus have guns.
Oh God, what do you do? That would you lay down and put the leg all the way? I don't even know. But yeah, dude.
How would they do that? It'd have to be a mounted gun.
That's probably the best way to put it. Yeah. So yeah, that was just a couple little funny stories. Bear in the war. I thought that was good. World War II bear, and then emu war. Just
I don't think America would have an issue with a emu war.
Landmines. We're done.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, we're literally done at that point. Like, just
landmines and machine guns.
Or like, but here's the difference too.
Plus, we're better shots.
Well, here's what's funny too: is America would find a way to basically round them all up and put them in a sanctuary and call it a habitat. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Australians' reaction was, let's just take them off the face of the earth. Like, that's just
I just thought of a nice little, what is that? The corporation thing?
Yeah.
You know,
the corporation warfare? Yeah.
You get a nice little, what's it called? Like a hog hunting trip brought to you by McDonald's. All the meat gets donated to McDonald's.
Oh, see, that would be a bitch thing because I feel like someone would pay for the trip. You go out there, brought to you by McDonald's. You kill a pig thinking you're going to have the meat. Like, yeah, you can go to the local McDonald's and buy the sandwich. You're like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, wait.
Exactly.
wait.
I don't think you're allowed to do that, but, you know.
They try.
That'd be a terrible one.
Oh, I guarantee you somebody would. Yeah, that'd be fun. This hunting trip is brought to you by Wendy's. 4 for $4. Shoot that hog, you little whore. Yeah.
Ooh.
Talking shit. Yeah. So I think I think that's pretty much everything for the day. We've talked about Australians and emus and bears and bats.
Oh my.
And who you don't want to be jumped by when you're at the nerd convention and things you shouldn't eat and put in your body.
It's definitely bronies and also bronies.
Both things you don't want to put in your body. And this whole episode is brought to you by Two Jackasses and a Great Soul. So there's your sponsorship plug right there.
There's
guys.
your sponsorship from our company.
But, as always, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that shit, please. And we love you all consensually. Bye.